I honestly used to think there were two kinds of people in this world, those who get to travel, and the rest of us stuck at home. Scrolling through their pictures. I'd look at my bank account, then I'd look at a world map, and the distance between them just felt infinite. The message seemed pretty clear. Traveling the world, really experiencing it, was a luxury for the rich. A dream my paycheck would just laugh at. For years I believed that. I thought the price of a plane ticket was a wall I could never climb over, and that a hotel bill was a monster that would swallow my savings whole. And the worst part, I was almost right. But the key word there is almost. Because what's more frustrating than being broke? It's that feeling of missing out. It's seeing the wonders of the world, the markets of Marrakesh, the temples of Kyoto, the landscapes of Patagonia, all filtered through someone else's phone. It's that quiet feeling that your life is just going to happen right here, in this one spot, while the entire planet spins on without you. I felt that frustration deep in my bones. Every travel vlog, every perfect Instagram photo, felt like a tiny paper cut to the soul. It just fueled that little voice in my head that said, "You're not one of them. You can't afford this life." I was convinced the secret to travel was a trust fund or a six-figure job. But what if I told you that's the biggest lie out there? What if the secret isn't about having more money, but about having the right knowledge? I'm here to tell you that the wall between you and the world isn't really made of money. It's made of secrets. And today, we're going to tear it down. Because I went from someone who could barely afford a weekend trip to visiting 10 countries in a year. And the most shocking part? My flights and my accommodation cost me absolutely nothing. All right, let's tackle the biggest hurdle first, the flights. We've all been there, right? You find your dream destination, you get all excited, and then you see the price for a round-trip ticket, and your heart just sinks. This is where the first secret comes in. Travel hacking. Now, this isn't some shady, illegal computer thing. It's about strategically playing a game that airlines and banks already have set up. A game they actually want you to play. The money in this game isn't dollars or euros, it's points and miles. And the fastest way to get a whole treasure chest of them is with travel rewards credit cards. I know the words credit card can sound a little scary, but this is about being smart and responsible, not about going into debt. In fact, the golden rule of travel hacking is you always pay off your balance in full every single month. No exceptions. Think of it like a debit card, but one that gives you free travel. Here's where the magic happens, the sign-up bonus. So many travel credit cards offer these huge bonuses like 60,000 to 100,000 points just for spending a certain amount in the first few months. And to give you an idea of what that means, a 60,000 point bonus is often enough for a free round-trip ticket to Europe. You're literally turning your everyday spending, your groceries, your gas, your phone bill, into a flight to paradise. For example, cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Capital One Venture are famous for their big bonuses and flexible points that you can transfer to dozens of airlines. You just find a card that fits your spending habits, hit that minimum spend with your normal everyday expenses, and bam, you're sitting on a pile of points ready to be cashed in for a free ticket. But it doesn't stop there. Once you have the points, you have to be smart about how you book. First, always use sites like Google Flights or Skyscanner to see all your options at once. They're your best friends here. Second, a super simple but effective trick. Always search in private or incognito mode. Airlines sometimes use your search history to hike up prices, and this is an easy way to get around that. Also, think outside the box with airports. Sometimes flying into a smaller airport an hour away from your main destination can save you thousands of points. And timing is everything. Traveling during the shoulder seasons, the months right before or after peak season, can cut the cost dramatically. Flying midweek, usually on a Tuesday or Wednesday, is almost always cheaper than a weekend. Set up fare alerts on these sites and they'll email you when the price for your dream flight drops. This is how you snag amazing deals and the occasional error fare that pops up for a fraction of the real cost. Mastering this combo of earning points and booking smart is the key that unlocks free flights. It's not magic, it's a method, and anyone can do it. Okay, so you've used your points to fly across the world for free. Awesome. But now you need a place to stay, and hotels can drain a travel budget like nothing else. This is where we get to the second, and honestly, maybe even more exciting secret. Getting rid of your accommodation costs completely. And no, I'm not talking about staying in sketchy places. I'm talking about a simple value exchange. You offer something valuable, like your time or a skill, and in return, you get a free place to stay. The best tool for this is work exchange platforms. Websites like Worldpackers and Workaway are the absolute holy grail for travelers on a budget. The idea is simple: hosts all over the world. We're talking hostels, eco-farms, guest houses, even social projects. List opportunities where they need a few hours of help a day. In exchange for that help, they give you a free bed, and often free meals too. You could spend your mornings helping at a surf hostel in Portugal, and your afternoons catching waves. You could be gardening at the base of a volcano in Ecuador, learning about sustainable living. You could be helping a family with their website while living in Thailand. These aren't just ways to save money. They're about diving deep into a culture. You live with locals, you become part of a community, and you build real skills. The yearly fee for these sites is tiny, usually less than one night in a cheap hotel, and it unlocks a full year of unlimited free places to stay. Now, if trading work isn't your thing, how about house sitting? This is my personal favorite. Websites like Trusted House Sitters connect homeowners who are going on vacation with travelers who can look after their home and usually their pets. If you're an animal lover, this is an absolute dream. You get to live in a beautiful, comfortable home completely for free, sometimes for weeks or months at a time. All you have to do is water the plants and give a cat or a dog some love. I've stayed in gorgeous apartments in major cities and cozy cottages in the countryside, all because a pet needed a sitter. It's a huge win-win. The owner gets peace of mind, and you get a free, authentic place to live. Finally, for the social butterfly, there's Couchsurfing. It connects you with locals who have a spare couch or room and are happy to host you for free, just for the cultural exchange. It's a great way to meet people and get insider tips, but you have to be smart. Always read reviews and communicate clearly to stay safe. On a similar note, many hostels will let you stay for free if you help out for a few hours a day, maybe by leading a pub crawl or helping at the front desk. So how does this all fit together? This is where it gets really powerful. These secrets aren't separate tricks. They're designed to be stacked on top of each other. Here's the blueprint in action. You start by travel hacking your flight. You pick a great travel rewards card, you hit the sign-up bonus with your normal spending, and you book a flight to, let's say, Colombia, using nothing but points. Cost of your flight, 0. Next, before you even leave, you log on to Worldpackers. You find an amazing eco-lodge in the mountains outside Medellin that needs help with their social media for 20 hours a week. In exchange, you get a private room and 3 meals a day. You apply, you get accepted for a 1-month stay. Cost of your accommodation and food, 0. You are now spending a month in Colombia, living in a beautiful place, eating great food, and having an incredible cultural experience. And your 2 biggest expenses have been totally eliminated. The only things you actually need money for are weekend trips, local coffee, and souvenirs. You can see how this strategy makes long-term travel not just possible, but completely realistic. And you can sprinkle in other hacks too. Cook your own meals in the community kitchen. Eat at the street food stalls where you see a line of locals. It's always cheaper and better. Carry a reusable water bottle. Every little bit you save lets you stretch your adventure even further. If your mind is kind of blown right now and you're already picturing your first free trip, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I'm going to be dropping more videos that go way deeper into each of these strategies, like which credit cards are the absolute best and how to write the perfect application for a work exchange. And I have to know, what is the #1 destination you would go to if your flight and accommodation were totally free? Drop it in the comments below. Let's see where this community wants to go. So let's go back to where we started. That feeling of being stuck, looking at the world from the outside in. I hope by now you see that wall for what it really is, an illusion. The idea that travel is only for the wealthy is just outdated. The new currency of travel isn't money, it's being resourceful. It's about knowing the systems and strategies that open up the world for everyone. By hacking your flights with points, you can fly anywhere for free. By using work exchanges or house sitting, you can live anywhere for free. This isn't a fantasy. It's a real system that thousands of people, myself included, are using right now to see the world. The only thing separating you from that dream trip isn't the number in your bank account. It's the decision to start. The world is so much bigger and more accessible than you've been led to believe, so go on, unlock it. Your adventure is waiting.